Hey everybody, I'm Rob. You guys know me as These Minds, and today I wanted to show you a video that I came up with doing some different drills playing with the technique 5 swords. Up front, I just want to say I've learned these techniques under a couple different names. If I get mixed up and say a name you're not familiar with, you'll probably be able to understand what I'm doing just based on the movements. I've got my associate here, Mr. X, who doesn't want his image on the internet. So we're going to do this technique. I'm going to show you how I learned it, and I'm going to show you some different things I've been playing with it, and just see what you guys think. 5 swords, as I was taught it, starts with a right roundhouse punch. I step in, I'm going to block simultaneously to the arm and the bicep. Then I'm going to hand sword strike the side of the neck. With the knee check, I'm going to palm to the chin, punch to the gut as I step around, hand sword the side of the neck again, and I'm going to use this as a soft crane to bring him down. Check at the shoulder, and I'm going to do an overhead downward looping hand sword strike right to the back of the neck. Let's go ahead and do that on the reverse angle just so they can see again. He comes with the punch, block, strike, right there, like that. Okay. Now, I know some of you guys were taught this technique. Go ahead. It's block, strike, strike, punch, hand sword the side of the neck, check, another hand sword to the neck. That's fine too, and for what I'm going to work with, that would work. But this isn't how I was taught it, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with how I was taught it just for the purposes of this drill. So what I wanted to start playing with is when I started doing my Kenpo, as I got more advanced at it, I started to change a lot of my pinning and position checks into grabs. So if I'm checking this shoulder, I started to do a lot of grabbing the shoulder to control it. So I started thinking how I could play with that in this technique. He comes with that strike. I go in with my block. Now from here I was thinking, grab the wrist, hand sword to the neck. Grab the shoulder, palm to the face. Grab the lapel, punch to the stomach. Grab the shirt, hand sword to the neck. Grab the shoulder, bring him down, hand sword to the back of the neck. We can do the reverse angle on that. He comes in, grab, hand sword, grab, palm, grab, punch, grab, hand sword, grab, hand sword, just like that, okay? So obviously that breaks up the rhythm of the technique. It's not block. It's not that anymore. And I'm not hitting my targets on this, partly because I want to keep using this guy, and partly because I'm talking about rhythm, not targeting in this drill. But it breaks up that rhythm. But why would I do that? Well, here's why. I'm playing with some different ideas. So he comes with that strike. I step in with my block. Now at this point, I grab, hand sword. Now we've got a lot of techniques where we work some of these kinds of maneuvers, knee strike, wrist lock, arm bar, hammer lock, things like that. But here's what I'm thinking here. He comes with that strike. I block, hand sword, and I work this into the headlock. Okay? Now let's say I go to the next move. Block, block, hand sword, grab here, palm. Now I'm going to turn him and work him into the reverse hammer lock, or the reverse headlock rather. So, block, hand sword, palm, grab here, punch to the body, and work into the hip throw. Right? So that's an idea there. Then I go a little further, block, hand sword, palm, punch to the body, hand sword here, I work the headlock on the opposite side of the body. And then my last technique here, block, hand sword, palm, punch, hand sword, grab here, and I work the headlock as I turn around. Now why would I do this? Well, there's a lot of reasons. You guys know them. I can work him into a throw, I can work him into a control, I can work him into a knee strike, take him down to the ground, I can do a lot of things from there. So basically what I'm playing with is this idea of instead of taking the technique and making it this striking maneuver, taking this same technique and working some of these grappling maneuvers into it so I can control my opponent. You know, now that doesn't necessarily mean do less damage, it means control. So there's an idea, something I've been playing with. We can do a lot of different things from here. As I'm striking this guy, I can work a snapmare head throw from here. And do a lot of different ideas. I'm not trying to change Kenpo, just trying to get a little bit better at it. So why don't you guys tell me what you think?